Yeah, what's up, Robert? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm feeling real good. I just got out of a meeting with Tim. It turns out I'm playing you at Mayhem at the Multiplex for the belt.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, so I figured I was gonna talk to the kid, see if I could, just warp his little mind, see if I could get some of your tricks. But I figured who better to talk to than the man himself. So I was just wondering if you wanted to do like a champ's lunch, guy kind of talk about how your strategy is gonna be, how it's gonna be to, play the match.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go out to lunch though. I really appreciate it, and I would let you pay. I think here's my strategy for when I face you at Mayhem at the Multiplex for the Fandom Fight Singles Champion. I'm gonna answer more questions than you. I'm gonna get more points than you, and I'm gonna win. That's the strategy, and that's what's gonna happen.
See, that's not really a strategy. That's just how you play a game. That's the rules of a game. But you know what? I'll accept it. You see, I hear from this kid hipster looking character that you just watch movies all the time, and I don't know if anybody got time for that. But if it makes you win, I guess I can take 2 hours and watch Electra. But we'll see.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll see. You know what?
Well, the run.
I have more respect for myself.
Electra is the runtime is actually pretty short. I mean, if you watched it, you would know that. Yeah, I guess watching movies is what champions do. So that's what I'm here to be. I'm here to be a champion. There's a reason I have so many records in this league, and you don't. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing you. It'll be a nice little game.
A nice little game, huh? Well, we'll just see at Mayhem at the Multiplex. You see, bigger titans have fallen this week, so we'll see what it looks like when a little hobbit gets in the ring with a king.
All right, we'll see. We will.
Three of Fandom fights, but I'm not here alone. I have not one, but two awesome co-hosts with me. I will start by throwing it to my partner in crime in the Kings of Winter, the host of Fandom TV. That is Jim, the Wolf Green. How you doing, man?
I am doing awesome. I just got my ass kicked at Madden 19. So, this is going to be much more fun than that. So, yeah, I'm ready to see Dominic, who was good in Full Metal Geek, take on one of the men behind Full Metal, Jeremy Paul Adams.
Oh, yeah. And my other co-host tonight, who will be here for score color commentary, someone who is not really a friend of Kings of Winter, but he's a good dude around here. That is the Cosmic Night Fury, Nico Suave Rigoli. How you doing, my man?
Let the record show for Nazario Montenegro that I am, in fact, wearing a shirt, so he can call me Spitz.
Thank God.
This is going to be an interesting match for sure. I really look forward to seeing how this plays out. I mean, we have someone who has shown to be very strong in geek-centered knowledge, taking on one of the greats of the Schmodown fan community himself, taking the dive into the fandom/geek setting for the first time. We'll see how he does.
I love how you mentioned dive after that Worldwide Movie Games performance you did. But that's all from us. Now let's hear what not opponents. Let's hear what our players have to say right now in pre-match promos.
Well, I mean, this is my first time in Fandom, so I'm excited because, I love playing. I'm super stoked to be facing Jeremy for the first time because Jeremy has proven to be an absolute beast just with movie knowledge, and I love going up against beasts. The way that I look at it as just bringing more lambs to the slaughter because I've showed I'm nothing if not a force to be reckoned with myself. So let's bring him on, and we'll see how we each do.
Hello, guys. I'm here. I'm excited to be here. This is my debut on the Multiplex channel. I've been watching these guys since the beginning and trying to give them my support. I'm so excited to be here as a player today. Unfortunately, there was somebody else that I was going to play that I've been prepping for that didn't work out. So now I have a new competitor who I think may be shaping up to be one of the great geek competitors in all the leagues. So for me, this is my debut in any geek trivia. So I'm not expecting to have a win here today. I'm really not expecting to do too great. I'm just trying to hang in there, and I'm kind of having a Rocky mentality of, this guy's great. He's way better than me. I just want to go the distance. I just want to make it to that third round and not get KO'd. And if I can do that much, then I'll feel good, to be here like I should be here. And then hopefully the next time, and if I come back eventually, I'll have a match and get better and better. But I'm just here to try to hang in there, have fun, and support this awesome league, because this is scary.
Rather tame, respectful promos from our competitors, both complimenting each other. It's very nice for a change, especially when we have 3 big talkers here on the hosting panel. That's all we really need from our competitors. But that's enough from us. It's time to get into proper introductions.
Introducing first, making his Fandom fight debut tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the movie nerd, Dominic Rizzi.
Now that was more like it.
And his opponent, representing Team 80s and Atomic Nation. He is the founder of Atomic Nation. He is the founding member of Full Metal Media. He is the former Jack of All Trivia Movie Division champion and the current worldwide movie trivia champion of the world, Jeremy the Atom Adams.
Yep.
Very good, actually.
Well, I feel bad that I'm the only one clapping for you there, Jeremy. Damn.
I was going to clap for
gentlemen.
you. I'm sorry.
So round 1 is going to work like this. You are each going to get 10 questions from 10 different categories, each with 1 point apiece. If you get a perfect round, you will get a bonus question. The most points you can get in a round is 11. You're going to use your whiteboard, your markers. Pretty standard round 1. Any questions, gentlemen?
Nope.
Yeah.
3 repeats, 1 challenge, just to make that clear. All right, so I will issue to you your first question here, which comes in the realm of Indiana Jones. What native tribe is Indy running from at the start of Raiders of the Lost Ark?
I've always liked Indy's taste in hats.
I especially have, because fedoras are my jam. You, Jim?
Jeremy writing with a fury there. I feel like he knows this one.
Well, we can go over and find out in 5, 4, 3.
Also, fedoras suck.
You're wrong. Pens
Not on Indy.
start with Jeremy.
Right, not on anyone.
You're a scoundrel, Belloc. Well, you could tell them if only you spoke Havitos.
That is correct. And Dominic.
I'm just not going to go into a long-winded introduction because Jeremy already stole it from me. It's the Hovey.
At least I got 1
also
point
correct.
tonight. I'll always have that.
That is also correct. Jim, you want to give him the next question?
Indeed, and it will come from the category of Marvel. This is Marvel, not MCU, Marvel. What school is Gwen Stacy planning on attending in The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Never got to go to that school.
Spoiler
Okay.
alert, she dies. She
Yeah,
dies
that's
to...
I cried in the theaters. I like The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That was a tragic death at the hands of the Meth Goblin. Meth Goblin.
Very true. Meth Goblin, worst Spider-Man villain of all time.
Mark Webb's career, but
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dominic this time.
Oxford?
That is correct for a point. And Jeremy.
Didn't have it. I forgot it was England.
Ooh. All right, gentlemen. Your next question comes from the world of Pixar movies. What city does the final race and ultimate confrontation happen in Cars 2?
Gotta say, not as good of
Pixar
an
movie I haven't
animated
seen.
sequel as Shrek 2, but
Shrek 2, the superior sequel between Shrek 2 and Cars 2.
Why
indeed.
are we still on the Shrek debate with Alpha Alliance? For God's sakes, just have the Nerdgasm episode and settle this already.
There's
Well,
no debate.
Nerdgasm is not officially started
There is
yet.
no
So
debate there. Wow.
There is no debate, indeed.
we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
I feel like this was in the movie, but it's probably wrong. Las Vegas?
That is incorrect,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Dominic.
I know I'm wrong. It's one of the only Pixar movies I've never seen. London.
That is correct for a point.
Yo! That's how well I know my Pixar.
Your fourth question comes from DC, not the worlds of it, just DC. What is the first film Alfred references when naming off Batman's phases in the Lego Batman movie?
That was one of my favorite parts. I've seen similar faces in 2000. This.
Damn it. Seen it once.
Little bit of a long-winded question there from me. Haven't seen Lego Batman.
What?
Not seen it.
Lego Batman is a great film. Great film.
I do love that voice of Will Arnett.
Arguably the best Batman movie of all time.
I can actually agree to that statement. The Dark Knight is still the best movie with Batman in it. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dom.
All right, so is it sad that in 2017 a DC Lego movie was better than both of the live-action DC movies? In my humble opinion, it was Batman versus Superman.
That is correct on all accounts. We'll go over to Jeremy.
Didn't have it. This is going just as I expected.
All right, gentlemen. Your next question comes from the world of Fast and Oh, no.
No.
I jumped a question. It's actually
Spoiler.
Disney. Plot twist is actually Disney. What? All right.
What?
In what Disney film will you find treasure hunter Benjamin Gates and his friend Riley looking for a secret diary? Quite enjoyed both of these films. Wish they'd make a third.
Isn't that kind of a spoilery thing to say?
No, there's 2 movies.
No.
Well, a hinty thing to say.
No.
Not really.
Well, I guess
Wish they would make another.
You can enjoy movies in a franchise and hope that a third one comes along.
5, 4.
I'm saying, didn't we just give a hint to the competitors? That's what I'm asking.
Hands down. We'll start with
Not
Jeremy.
until you said something.
National Treasure.
That is incorrect. Go over to Dom.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, is it National Treasure Book of Secrets? I didn't write
It
it down.
is National Treasure Book of Secrets.
I
but
didn't
we
write
can't
it down,
award
though, so I shouldn't get that
We
point.
No,
can't
no,
award
you
that to you. No
Yeah,
perfect
right.
rounds here. We were looking for National Treasure Book of Secrets.
I guess I should have listened more closely to the question.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I should've had
the
I was
secret
thinking that,
diary
I'm like, I didn't see
of
the
John
first one in
Booth.
theaters, so it was probably
Yeah.
the second one, but I wrote it down anyways. I
Yes.
wasn't sure how specific you were going to get.
Your next category, spoiled by Coho, is Fast and Furious. In what film are we first introduced to the character of Deckard Shaw?
Deckard Shaw, one of the more interesting characters.
Indeed. I like his
Now, here's
mom.
a quick question. Are we counting
The first
end
movie.
credit scene?
The first movie that Deckard Shaw's in.
Okay.
These movies are about family.
They didn't start becoming about family until the 4th movie with 5.
I love his mom. Beautiful mom.
1. I do too. Pens down. Let's start with Jeremy.
Furious 6.
That is correct. And Dom.
Correct answer was Fast and Furious 6.
We'll accept both.
It was
They're both
Furious
correct.
6 in the advertising.
Yeah, it was Furious 6.
Every single poster I saw said Fast and Furious 6.
On
The
screen,
original
it's
title
Furious.
for the movie is Furious 6, and they
Both of you get
corrected it
points.
to Fast and
Awesome.
Furious.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Furious 6 in the on screen actually. Now.
Yes, it is.
Not-
In the
Okay.
movie, they say Furious.
Yeah.
6, not
That's-
Fast and Furious 6.
Yes.
You both got the point. You both
Thank
got
you.
Points
All
for
right.
everyone.
All right, gentlemen, your 7th question comes from the world of Star Trek. Who directed Star Trek V, The Final Frontier?
Saw
Both
this
competitors,
the
right?
first time about a week or so ago. Thought it was silly.
I think it is one of the most underrated sci-fi gems to ever exist.
Of course you do, Caleb.
It is beautifully unique. We'll go 5,
That's a word for it.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dom.
William Shatner.
That is correct. And Jeremy.
William Shatner.
That
Ooh,
is
sorry
correct.
guys, we're only accepting Bill. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Your next question comes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How many people does Kolg say turned up at his revolution when explaining how he came to Sakaar in Thor Ragnarok?
Korg is a cool dude.
Love
Also, Also,
Voiced
Kane
by
McMillan's
Taika
favorite
Waititi.
character in all of film. Fun fact. We'll go.
Can I put the end to the revolution?
We'll go 5, 4,
That Taika Waititi love is wrong with
1.
stock footage.
Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
I don't know. 0.
That is incorrect. Go to Dom.
Was it 2? His mom and her boyfriend?
That is correct on
That is
all
I
accounts.
was gonna
Exactly
say
correct.
2. I was seriously gonna write 2. Darn it.
I hate that guy.
His
Oh,
mom,
people shut up. My mom and her boyfriend Doug,
My
but I
mom
hate
and
her
her
boyfriend.
boyfriend Doug. No,
All
wait,
right.
Doug wasn't the boyfriend. Doug was the guy that got killed by the Hulk in the fight.
All right, I'm wrong.
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
That's exactly what Doug used to say.
Don't be
Say
like
me,
Doug.
Doug.
Hey, how about the next question? Oh,
All right, gentlemen, your penultimate question comes from the world of James Bond. What Bond film sees the character investigate the theft of a space shuttle? James Bond, not my favorite franchise, but they've had some good ones.
I like that one with the English guy in it.
so all of them?
No,
Sean Connery is not
No.
English.
Sean Connery's not English, correct. He is Scottish.
Repeat the question, please.
you will do. That will count as your first repeat. In the category of James Bond, what Bond film sees the character investigate the theft of a space shuttle? Give me about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Jeremy.
Moonraker.
That is correct for a point. And Dom.
Moonraker.
That is also correct.
Your
Go ahead.
sorry about that, Jeremy.
That's okay.
Your final question comes from a galaxy far, far away. The War in the Stars. What color lightsaber does Luke use on Crate in Star Wars: The Last Jedi?
Very controversial film. I like it. Not everyone else.
Crate's the final planet, right?
We cannot tell you that.
We cannot
Okay, got it.
confirm or deny if that is the last plan.
I like what this movie tried to do.
I like everything except Canto Bight.
I like the intent, but it's still a mess of a movie.
I kind of disagree. We'll go 5,
Looper is great, guys.
3, 2. That is correct. 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dom.
Couldn't remember if it was the last planet or not, so I said blue.
That is correct. And Jeremy.
Didn't have it. I knew it was his dad's. I was trying to remember which color was the dad's.
And with that, the end of round 1, Dominic with 9, Jeremy with 4. It's still anybody's game going in round number 2, a near perfect round. Almost so close there, actually. That was cool. Anyway, round number 2, gentlemen, is going to work like this. This is our wheel round. You will each get a chance to spin the lovely wheel brought to us by wheeldecide.com. Whatever it lands on, you can decide to keep it or spin again, unless, of course, it is opponent's choice. If you like the category you land on, you'll get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can go to multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to 1 point. If you don't like what you land on, you can spin again, but you're stuck with whatever you land on. Any questions, gentlemen?
Nope.
All right, I will bring up the wheel, and as I do, Dom, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Jeremy?
I will go first.
All right, just to give you a quick rundown of what categories are indeed on the wheel. We have Disney, Indiana Jones, Fast and Furious, DC, Pixar, Middle-earth, Star Trek, scores and soundtracks, and players and opponents' choice. Dom, your spin is away, and it lands on DC. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I will keep it.
All righty. I will give you your questions in the realm of DC, which are thus. Your first question. What is the breaking news headline when Batman returns to the Batcave in the Lego Batman movie?
Is it Batman Saves the City again?
That is incorrect. Jeremy, the chance for a 2-point steal.
Barbara Gordon becomes commissioner?
That's incorrect. We're looking for it must be great to be Batman.
Okay.
But Dom,
really,
you were
really
close.
need to see that again.
You were close. That was a headline when he was going past the
It's
orphanage.
the only headline I remember from that entire movie, so.
Very close, though. Your second question. What Godfather screenwriter also wrote 1978's Superman?
Mario Puzo?
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh boy.
One that's actually up my alley.
Your third question. What MCU director has a cameo as an assistant to Bruce Wayne in Batman Forever?
Oh, I know this. Isn't it, let me think. Is it, Jon Favreau?
That is correct for 2 more points. Your fourth question. Besides Heath Ledger's award, what other Oscar did The Dark Knight win?
Okay, I know this. I do know this. Cinematography?
That is incorrect, Jeremy. The chance for another 2-point steal.
It's like I know it, and then I'm second guessing myself. Sound effects editing.
You do have both the words we're looking for, so I will award you the 2 points. It is best sound editing.
Sound
It's best
editing,
sound
okay.
If you had said best
effects.
sound effects, I couldn't give it to you, but sound editing is what you said.
It was called sound effects editing at some point. They've changed it a couple times.
I will allow that.
Chris Woodburn is going to murder me because he's asked me that question before, and I never got it wrong before.
I've written that question and couldn't remember it.
All right, your last question in DC. What Pirates of the Caribbean actor voices Tomar Ray in Green Lantern?
Jeffrey Rush.
That is correct for 2
with
more
emphasis.
points.
Jeez.
Emphasis.
Oh my god.
At the end of Dom's round 2, he sits with 15. Jeremy, you have 6, and now you get a chance to spin the lovely wheel as I bring it back up.
A big steal there from Jeremy.
That was a very important steal. All right, DC is off the table, and your spin is in, and it lands on Disney. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll take it.
Into
I'll take it.
Disney. Jeremy, a known lover of
Disney. On Disney movies.
There's a lot of Disney questions that get asked that I don't know, though.
Okay, Jeremy and Disney, your first question is, what is Jack Sparrow after in Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales?
We will clarify what is the name of the artifact, because that is a bit vague.
I haven't seen it yet. I vaguely remember the trailers, but I'll go multiple choice.
Is it A, the Fountain of Youth, B, the Trident of Poseidon, C, Cursed Gold, D, Heart of the Sea?
And I hope it's not the first one. I mean, I hope it's not the fourth one, but I'll say Fountain of Youth.
Fountain of Youth is incorrect.
Fourth one, damn it.
Sphere of Poseidon.
It is Poseidon's Trident. Fountain of Youth was the previous one. That was the
fourth one.
Tides,
That's
yeah.
what I knew. It was one of them.
So Dominic,
Your next question.
Terrible choice.
Your next question, Jeremy. Who directed Alice Through the Looking Glass?
James Bobin.
Correct.
2
Correct.
points.
I did not know that until I saw this. saw the multiple choice. Your next question. What 2013 Disney film starred James Franco?
Oz the Great and Powerful.
That's correct. Jeremy hitting his stride in round 2. What is the only Disney film to star Adam Sandler?
Bedtime Stories.
Correct again. Jeremy is running through these questions. Your last question in Disney. What is the name of Hercules' love interest in 1997's Hercules?
Meg or Megara?
Right on both accounts. Wow.
I feel okay now. I feel
At
like
the end of round
Disney.
2, near perfect round 2s. Dom is up with 16. Jeremy's behind him with 14. It's only a 2-point game going into round number 3, which works like this. You're going to get 5 categories, or 5 questions from 5 different categories. We'll give you the category. We will ask for your bet between 0 and 2 points. If you get it right, you get the points. You get it wrong, you lose the points. We go until we have a winner or someone is mathematically eliminated or reaches 0, which is the Jim and Nico rule. Any questions, gentlemen?
Hold on. So wait, this is a betting round or
It's a
Betting round. This is the betting round. We do need your whiteboards again because you're both the
got it.
All right.
All right, your first category is Worlds of DC. Write it down and show it to us. How many points would you like to bet in Worlds of DC? We also ask that if you do bet 0, that you play along for stats purposes.
All right. Just hold it up. Oh,
Dom. We'll start with Dom. How many points you betting?
I'm only going to bet 1 point.
All right, Jeremy.
1.
All right, gentlemen, your question is thus. 2 classic superhero themes were used in Justice League. Name the films they came from. Justice League, not a great film. What do you guys think?
Those are my thoughts.
We'll see what happens. We will see what happens.
Came on HBO. Still haven't watched it yet. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dom.
It's Batman 89 and Superman 78.
That is correct. And Jeremy.
Yeah, Superman the movie and Batman 89.
That
Okay.
is correct.
Thankfully, they both got it because the way on the answer sheet it just says Batman and Superman. I was like, ooh, I'm hoping something bad does not happen here. Your next question comes from the category of Marvel. Marvel. Please write on your whiteboard what you are going to bet for Marvel.
They both bet 1 point on the last question.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, they did.
Yep, both bet 1. Right now it is 17-15.
Just
Still a
making
2-point game.
sure.
Still a 2-point game. Incredibly close. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeremy, how much betting?
1.
All right, and Dom.
2.
All right, where's their question, Jim?
Sorry. Writing down numbers. Your question is, what was in the Kingsman's Doomsday Locker in Kingsman: The Golden Circle?
Did not like this movie.
Agreed. Bad
Screw
movie.
you guys. Screw
The
you.
first one is so great. The second one is so disappointing.
Dominic, minus 2 points for this no matter what you put.
What do you think,
Bias.
Nico?
I still haven't seen the second one. Saw the first
Don't
one
waste your time.
a few weeks ago. So, yeah, it has a lot to live up to. So I have a feeling I might be disappointed when I see the second
Going
one.
with low expectations, you might have a good time. Let's go 5,
Right.
4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Jeremy.
I haven't seen it. Nuclear device?
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Dominic.
Is it a bottle of whiskey?
That is correct for 2 points.
Should have guessed that. They're all drinking liquor in that
Yeah,
movie.
right. Well, yes.
Your
The statement is
third
located
category.
Whiskey plant.
Your third category, gentlemen, comes in Disney. How many points would you like to bet on Disney?
Shit.
Jeremy, bet all of them. Literally bet all of them. You'll win easily.
We'll go.
It could be pirates again.
Hey, man, you weren't too bad. You were only off by 1 movie.
Hands down. We'll start with Dom.
2 points again.
Ooh,
All right, Jeremy.
2.
All right, your question, gentlemen, is thus. What powers does Will Stronghold's bully-turned-friend have in Sky High?
See? Another one I haven't seen.
This is a fantastic movie.
It is a great movie. I wanted to nominate it for FM5's best post-2000s coming-of-age movies, but we didn't have time. I had to nominate only my
It
top
wouldn't
2.
have made it anyway. The panel would not have thought it was artsy enough.
You're right. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
I don't know. Invisibility.
That is incorrect. And we'll go over to Dom.
I remember this character's name was War and Peace, and he was a pyrokinetic. He had fire powers.
And your winner, Dominic, the film nerd, Rizzi.
Damn it. Movie nerd.
Damn it.
By way of technical knockout. That was very close, very intense. It all came down to round number 3. Unfortunately, just some more difficult questions as we got to the last round and some bets that just didn't go everyone's way. What do you guys think, Jim?
Great match. You know, Jeremy kind of struggled a little bit in round 1, but he came roaring back with that Disney spin in round 2, and everyone knows Jeremy loves his Disney.
What do you think, Nico?
I think Dominic needs a better nickname because we keep screwing up the one he has right now.
Or you need to learn to read.
Something short and to the point, like Adam.
I would say dangerous, but there's a Schmodown competitor with dangerous, especially
or damage, or the
Dominator. There's some good nicknames that we'll
That's what I'd
discuss.
like to know.
We'll nominate some good ones off air after the match. But Nico, you want to take them into some post-match interviews?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right, this is Nico Suave Regole with the post-match interviews, and I am here with your winner, Dominic Rizzi. Dominic, you just beat a legend in this community with a score of 21-12. How are you feeling after that performance?
I mean, like, Jeremy played a hell of a lot better than most of my competitors that I faced, and he still, like, killed it in his second round with Disney. Like, he was no slouch, but, like, what can I say? I've said this about it before, and I hate saying it about myself, but, like, I'm just stating facts. I am a force to be reckoned with, and not just in IG, but in movies as well, because I am waiting to get back into movies, whether it be over here, whether it be over at Jack of All Trivia, but whatever the case may be, I just love competing first and foremost. The winning is only secondary. I just want everybody to know that first and foremost.
Now, with this victory, you now are scheduled to face Malcolm the Crusher Goldie Lay very soon. Do you have any words for your future opponent?
Malcolm, I already beat you, so over at Full Metal Geek, so I'm not worried about beating you again. Just saying.
Confidence from the movie nerd. I got it right. Yay me. And now let's go to our unfortunate second place finisher for the evening, but he's still everyone's favorite big guy. As Tim would say, I'm everyone's favorite little guy. Jeremy Adams. You did better than I think even you thought you were going to do. You had low expectations, and you surpassed them. How you feeling after this performance?
I feel pretty good. I feel like I wish I could have gotten a couple more points in round one. I feel like if I'd thought a little harder, I could have on a couple of those. But, having whatever points I had, like a fair amount, pretty good score going into round three. So I feel good about that. The Disney questions, they weren't the easiest Disney questions in the world, and I still did pretty good on them. So yeah, I feel good. I feel like this was my debut, and I made a debut. I did fairly okay. I got a category that's a strength, and I did well on it. What more can you do when you're starting out? But this is the beginning of the road for me. I'm going to keep studying. I'm studying composers and all kinds of geek-related knowledge every day now. And when I come back eventually to this league, I'm going to be, a couple notches from where I am now. And that's just my plan, just to keep going. And eventually I can be on the level of somebody like Dominic, who I said is going to, be one of the greats, I think, in IG. So I'm glad that it wasn't a complete disaster, and that, I feel like there's promise for me going forward. So I'm pretty happy.
It wasn't a complete disaster at all, and it is going to be a while before we see you in Fandom again, but I'm assuming you would like to make your debut in movie Warzone at some point?
Oh, yeah. I've told at least a couple people over there I definitely want to do that, because I think be a different story for me to make my debut over there.
A little bit of a different on any sort of movie. Sorry, Jeremy, not to interrupt you, but I would definitely also like it on any form of movie trivia as well, besides just IG.
All right, folks, those are the post-match interviews. Dominic Rizzi, he is confident going into his next match against Malcolm Goldie Lay, and he's also looking to enter movie Warzone, as well as Jeremy Adams. It'll be a while before we see him in Fandom again, but I feel like he is destined for better success in our red and blue brand than he is here in our purple and lime brand at Multiplex Entertainment. Caleb, Jim, back to you.
All right. As we're in those interviews, Dom ready to jump in. Jeremy ready to try on some movies, but he's not quite done here in Fandom. Team 80s takes on Ranger Force very soon here in Fandom, and that is going to be something. If Team 80s wins, they are advancing in the team tournament to play me and Jim, Kings of Winter, which is going to be...
I'm way more confident on that one, guys. Sandy and I got this.
Well, Jim is looking pretty dismissive of that. From all of us here, this has been Fandom. Let's take it into plugs, starting with Dom. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Movie Nerd Review. Please, 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 people, this is most important. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, same name, Movie Nerd Reviews, all one word. Try and remember that. I dare you. I double dare you. Then follow me on Instagram at Dominic Rizzi. Also, one of my 2 websites, either movienerdreviews.com or my letterbox page, letterbox.com/Dom81797. And also, please go over and subscribe to Jay Burns Reacts, now retitled Your Friendly Neighborhood Movie Nerds. We watch, you listen, where myself and my buddy Jay Burns do reactions to movies. Our episode of The Twilight Zone was just uploaded, and we have a lot more to come.
All right. And Jeremy, where can they find you?
You can find me, Jeremy Paul Adams, on Facebook, Jeremy Paul Adams on YouTube. I have a channel there, and of course, I'm on the Worldwide Movie Games Network, head question writer for Worldwide Movie Trivia, as well as one of the admins and head question writers on Full Metal Trivia, which is on that channel, and on the Full Metal Media page, which is separate, where you can go if you want to play matches over there. The awesome trivia matches. We do multiplayer. Dominic's played. All you guys have played over at Full Metal, and then if you play there, you can try to get into the Worldwide Movie tournaments, which are some pretty awesome matches that you guys want to be a part of. So check it all out there.
Awesome. Nico, where can they find you?
So at Nico Suaveregoli, that's NicoSuaveregoli on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And you can find me here at Multiplex Entertainment. That's the name of the YouTube channel, the Facebook group, at Multiplex YT for Twitter, at Multiplex Entertainment Network for Instagram. The TeePublic is just Multiplex. I'm working on some championship exclusive T-shirts for there. So if you win a championship at Mayhem at the Multiplex, our upcoming pay-per-view event, you will get one of those shirts designed by me at some point in time. Have fun with that.
All right. And my co-host, Jim, where can they find you?
You can find me hosting TV matches all over the place. And by that, I mean Multiplex specifically, co-hosting matches with you every now and then, and anywhere that Nico just said.
Awesome. And as always, guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Caleb Coho. That is KalebKoho. You can also find me on YouTube at Caleb Coho, where I do music and vlogs, on Coho Productions, where I do film trailers and all sorts of film stuff. My movie Chick Part 2 is out now on YouTube on Caleb Coho and Coho Productions. And you can find my album Shoot for Teams by my group The Forks on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you consume your digital music. Don't look like a rapper, especially now with this hat, but I am a rapper. You can also find me here hosting Fandom Fights, as always, with Kane McMillan, wherever he is. I don't know where he is still. Hopefully we find Kane. And you can also find me right here with Kane, wherever he is, and Jake Marangoni hosting Let's Make a Movie, our show where we live stream and take suggestions on what criteria to make a short film with. Our next episode will be going up in September, as well as the short films that we debuted from our first episode. And you can find me and Tim hosting Multiplex's fantasy football show right here every Wednesday on Multiplex Entertainment. Jim's a part of that as well. It's going to be real fun. We will debut that on August 24th, right here on Wednesdays. And as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Fandom Fights. That has been Dominic. That has been Jeremy, Nico, Jim. I have been Caleb, and this has been Fandom Fights. Thank you all for watching.
I need to get this message out fast. Ryan has taken me hostage. I don't know how much time he's coming. I don't know how much time he's having. He's not good. He's not safe at all. Someone.
War, Belt, Hunter, Juggernaut, Dragon, and Colt.